Good morning, everybody. Just looking at a couple things while you guys, stroll in. Well, I hope everybody had a great weekend. Turn this noise off. A little early for that. Good morning. Um, I'm not sure if you guys went to the Star Drive-In yesterday, but wow, what an amazing time that was. Um, th- there were more vendors than I've seen. There was more um products, I guess we'll say. It and it was just spectacular. You guys out there in the Karen Reed land, smartest, just the thought that goes into some of the stuff that you guys make, I can't. I mean, the talent, again, we're beyond blessed to have this talent. I get sick of hearing myself say that. Eh, You guys are, yeah, blessed. All right, where's my live from yesterday? I'm going to pull that up. Hmm. Let's check this out real quick. I'm pretty sure if you check, um, you may be able to become a member today, but I'm not on YouTube to see it. I'm on StreamYard, which doesn't let me see all that YouTube stuff. So we're gonna start doing some stuff. Um, yeah, it's gonna be fun. So yesterday, if you didn't know, there was a craft fair at the Star Drive-In, and it was very successful. I don't know the the dollar amount that was raised, but yesterday wasn't necessarily. I mean, they raised money for Karen, but yesterday wasn't necessarily um like a big fundraiser as much as it was a day for us just to get together and relax just a little bit because it's a nice fall day. Bring the family down and do something nice for Karen, and it worked out that way. It was great. It really was. There was a lot of people that showed up. Um, yeah, I'm gonna show you some video here. But in the, here's my problem with this whole thing. And I don't know if we should start it off this way or not, but I think you may have to. All right, guys, this is gonna be tough, but we gotta do it. This is Enrique's um little thing about him. So I'm gonna read it to you guys. May we all hold Enrique's family and friends close to our hearts during this difficult time. Enrique Delgado Garcia, January 2nd, 1999 to September 13th, 2024. Worcester. Massachusetts State Police Trooper Enrique Delgado Garcia of Worcester passed away suddenly while surrounded by loved ones on Friday, September 13th, 2024, after injuries sustained during a training exercise. Enrique was 25 years old. Born in Rio Pedi- Pedias, Puerto Rico, on January 2nd, 1999, Tutanafadi, Delgado, and Sandra Garcia. He came to Worcester as a young boy and was a 2017 graduate from North High School. After graduating high school, Enrique went on to obtain his bachelor's degree in criminal justice from Westfield State University in Springfield. Good college, by the way, for criminal justice. Enrique started his career at the Worcester District Attorney's Office as a victim's advocate. He had worked there for a year and a half before being recruited by the Massachusetts State Police. Enrique was an exceptional young man who devoted himself to the service of others. He had always dreamed of becoming a state trooper and to be someone big who made a difference in the lives in the people in his community. Renowned for his kind heart, generosity, and dedication, Enrique had a strong desire to help anyone he could. He had the biggest heart and would never give up. Enrique was a dedicated friend who was known as a champion and a winner, and that is how he will forever be remembered. Enrique found joy swimming, playing basketball, running, and had a passion for animals. In addition to his parents, Enrique is survived by his caring stepfather, Jose Perez, and his loving sister, Cynthia Ramirez Garcia, Glenda Delgado, and Angel, is that Angel Delgado, his cherished aunts, Felicia Garcia, Marilyn Garcia, Julie Garcia, and Ivanesi Martinez, his dear nephews, Dominic Bonneville and Amir Josie, many cousins, extended family, and friends. A period of calling hours will be held Friday, September 27th, 2024, from 4 to 8 in the, I don't even know that word, Mercante Funeral Home and Chapel, 370 Plantation Street, Worcester. A funeral service will be held on Saturday, September 28th, 2024, at 10:30 a.m. at the funeral home and chapel. Friends and family are invited to gather at the funeral home prior to the service, beginning at 9:30. Enrique will be laid to rest following a funeral service at Hope Cemetery in Worcester. Okay, so that is Saturday, 28th. And let's do this. Come on. Let's go to Google Earth. Find it out. So I didn't know to do that. Um, um, Paste. All right, let me pull this up. All right. It's Quinsigamon. So right off the bat, yeah, need to figure out like a carpool thing. It's got to be a place we can park, and we'll see if we can shuttle people back and forth. So if we can park off site, right? I can just keep going back and forth, dropping people off. But where do we park people? Well, if anyone's familiar with this area, there's got to be somewhere, maybe even over here. If we can use these parking spaces here, do some off-site parking for people, so it's not all jacked up like that. Morning, Will. There he is. Um, I saw that, and I figured I might as well read it. I didn't. I don't want to, but the least we can do, right? Um, so next Saturday is um obviously the calling hours. So I would probably, if you're interested in going, I would probably talk and maybe get some carpool because that, you know, getting in and out of there, it's just not going to be easy. So yeah, back to the craft fair. Where was I? Yeah, craft fair. We did craft fair yesterday. A lot of people showed up. Let me fast forward. These guys are dynamite. That's all we have left? Yeah. You're kidding me. No, what time is it? It's 4:01. And I was late. All right. These people that make these cakes, the cakes are so good, right? They showed up. I forget how many they had. They were sold out in 45 minutes. Cakes were just gone. Absolutely, just I couldn't believe how fast people were buying the cakes. But by quarter of, they were done. They were empty. There was zero cakes left. So whatever they brought, they sold out immediately. They ran out of fried dough. Think about that for a second. They ran out of fried dough. So yeah, yesterday was just just so good. Oh my word! You guys are cranking the cakes out too. All right, they were making a lot of cakes. That thing. Let's see, where are we? I want to get to the vendors so I can just show you guys real quick. Scott McGinnis was there as usual. Good to see Scott. He had a nice little ride. All right, we're coming up. All right, this is Erica. Wanna back up some. Here's Miss Erica.
Hey everybody, come on down to the Star Drive-In. Great crowd, the weather's holding up. Great food. We have a limited menu, but the whole menu's available. But if you order out of the Karen Reed menu today, 20% off on sale. Right to Karen's. That's fun. We have face painter. We have my husband George is here taking photos with everybody. We have the raffle table with over 25, 30 raffles. We have a donation box. We're selling fresh homemade malasadas.
Oh.
That's also going to Karen. That's fun.
Nice.
And there's so many great vendors here. I can't wait for you to come down and look out. See you soon.
Excellent. So I'm gonna go take a walk and go check in. Erica, thank you. Thank you so much for everything again, really. Okay, so I gotta say something about Erica. Erica opens her restaurant in her heart to all of us, and she does it with a smile on her face, and she does it more often than you guys I think understand. She is always opening her. She has a restaurant opening in it for Karen Reed and for this for the. We've done a lot here. It's got great parking. It's easy to get to. The food's fantastic, and when you bring all of the Karen Reed people together and you bring them here at this, and it's open and it's not in the woods, but it's, not in the city. Kids are running around over there. The parents are just over there talking on the picnic tables. I mean, it is the most nicest. I like, not to say not an event, but destination that we've gone to, and she's so open. She's done, oh my god, so much. I can't even be. I'm just remembering, like, we did a big meet and greet with Aiden once there. We did there was another party that we had there. Yeah, we've done a lot of stuff, and she's into it. She gets her husband into it. Yeah. So yesterday was special. Yesterday was real nice. Let's get to the vendors. So
How you doing?
What I did yesterday is I went to each vendor's table and I tried to talk to them and I tried to just get some information like a business card and hold it to the camera. If there's something that you guys see that you like, please contact these guys here. These are the small businesses. These are the people that are giving the, you know, donations. These are the people that are making it happen. So if you guys see a vendor, reach out to them. Even a thank you that for coming to be here and support Karen. You know, something. These are the people that live next door. These are the people that, you know, you go back and forth with and chat. So go back to this.
Thank you so much. Bye. Enjoy.
Ranch House Pickles. Pineapple. All right, where are you guys from? Taunton.
Yeah.
And what do you guys specialize in?
Specialty pickled food.
Pickled food.
Yeah. And some sweet things too. Some coblets and some.
All right. Your Facebook?
All right. So I got all these different vendors, right? And I'm thinking I'm gonna try and make a clip, like shorts almost, for each. Like this is a great idea. This lady here, she makes these kits that go on. You buy a wreath and you just put the
Love it. Love
St.
it.
Patrick's
Love
Day
it.
wreath, Halloween wreath,
Yeah. That is
Can't forget Thanksgiving. in the fall.
Thanksgiving.
Thanksgiving.
One wreath, you just change the accessories on the outside of it, which is pretty slick. So that was yesterday. There was a craft fair, and I can't say enough about the people and the products. So I'm gonna on my stuff. I have a list. I actually do have a list. I'm gonna try and pull maybe each one, even if it's a 30-second clip. What else was there? Yeah. So that was a craft fair yesterday. And there's some more pictures we can blast through real quick that I saw on Facebook that were pretty cool. Uh, so one thing at a time here. Give me a second. No, share this page. All right. These are some of the pictures we're going to go through real quick. Shay, it was her birthday the other day, and there's Nathan always showing up. Priceless. Good picture, Jeannie. All right. That was a good picture with her on the sign. And again, the cakes were just, we got to talk about this real quick. Listen, these people, all right, well, real quick. Where's, oh, look at that. Yeah, good pictures. I mean, these are this was yesterday. Oh, by the way, these people make, they make stuff for men, and it was pretty good. I gotta say, it smells, it was very fresh. It was nice. And this is, she was wearing a solo cup. Also, it's sorts of stuff. Another picture of her rainbow. is Erica and her staff. And again, the crew at Star yesterday, man, they were busy. There was a line out the door all day long. So they were cranking. Her husband, who did a great job. Thank you so much. Thank you. He was taking pictures with everybody yesterday. Those for your doors. We had a nice discussion with her. And then we had a singer. This guy was singing. Guy was great. A lot of people. It's how it was like all day. People just milling around and nice and easy, relaxing day. It was really nice. All right, let's read this real quick. Just had to share this story with the group because it filled my heart. I brought my mom to the craft fair today, and as soon as she saw Nathan Reed, she wanted to talk to him. She's only casually followed the case and is in the early stages of Alzheimer's. For those things considered, she didn't have much to say to him beyond letting him know how sorry she feels for Karen and how wrong all of this is. As she talked with him, I started to get nervous that we were wasting his time, thinking to myself, I can't imagine how many times Nathan and his family have had the same conversations with so many people. But he talked with her as if it was the first person to broach the topic. He was so sincere, so engaged in the conversation, as if he didn't have anyone else to talk with but her. It was incredible. Thank you for your time and attention, Nathan. I'm so proud to be part of this amazing group of people. I look forward to Karen's freedom and the takedown of corruption. Imagine that, huh? And again, that there almost like encapsulates the entire day. That one post of how yesterday was. It was just a great day. All right, where are we now? What we're gonna do? That. Stop that. All right. I've been doing work and stuff. All right. All right. We got to rewind to last week, right? The State House. The standout that happened at the State House. We need to think and actually thank the people that did that. Bobby, Deanna, and Paul. Those three people, that wouldn't have happened if it wasn't for them, right? So we need to really thank them three. If you guys happen, I hate giving you guys homework, but tough. If you happen to see Bobby, Deanna, or Paul, just say a quick thank you to them and thank them for all the work that they did, the phone calls, the messages. There's a lot to it. Lining up the speakers. So just give them a little thank you if you could for what they did. And I'm sure they're doing more. But we had a good time at the State House. It got the desired result, right? Got the word out there. More people know about Karen Reed and everything else now than they did before. So that's a great thing. Please thank them. What else we got here? Yeah. Schedule for the week. This week we have Aiden on Thursday. Okay. Thursday will be the 26th. It's at 12 o'clock. We're going to talk about that in a second. I'm going to stream that court date for Aiden, but that's Thursday, people. Okay. So remember, Thursday, make room. Noon, schedule a meeting or something because you don't want to miss what's going to happen in his courtroom with his attorneys. He's got um, Tim Bradle, and now he's got Mark Bedrow. So, I mean, he's doing good there in that part, legally wise. He's on top of that. But I think it can't be understated what I think he's going to talk about. Just that's I think Thursday is something you don't want to miss. It has the potential to be like newsworthy. That's a good one. Good morning, LJ. What else we got? Oh, also more homework. Rita. You guys realize how much she puts herself out there and how much she does. Her and Kathleen, they both do so much for Canton. Rita goes out and does it publicly. Kathleen does it behind the scenes, the work. But Rita's out there publicly yelling, hey, look over here. And the way that these men on the audit committee, the way that they disrespect her, I don't understand. I don't understand what did she do that was so bad that they have to disrespect her that way. There's no need for it. None. Hi, Amy. I mean, and Rita, right? What has Rita done for the town? What has Rita done for the audit committee? What has Rita done for the people that live there? A lot. And you're going to have these people, these guys who are just there for the meeting, who have an agenda on their own. You're going to have them stymie her and just dismiss her and just not give her any respect at all. Don't give Rita any respect. After what she does for Canton, them guys need training. And I'm not saying like sensitivity training, but like it's not. I don't even know what it's called. It's not ethics. It's I don't know. Being a good person training something. And you're telling me those two gentlemen allowed that, because silence is admission to guilt, right, guys? You don't want to say nothing. You can sit there and just let this guy berate anybody he wants, and you're not going to stand up and say that's wrong. This isn't what this committee is about. You neither one of you guys stood up and said anything. One of them is an emergency room doctor. Imagine that. Imagine walking into the emergency room and having that guy treat you. What would you say about that? No. Nope. Those two guys allowed Bob. They allowed Bob to act that way. They allowed Bob to treat all the women that way. The guy that made a comment about the solo cups, I think he was the emergency room doctor. He's got no. You're telling me this ER doctor doesn't understand about infections? That's a problem, people. If he doesn't know about that, no, he's probably friends with them. I wouldn't doubt it. They're all freaking related over there. I'm telling you, they got something else going on. I don't understand it. I don't have to, because it's not me, right? Oh my goodness, Springfield, Ohio. Thank you for being here with us. Wow, pretty cool. Oh, I don't know if you guys watched it, but I was on with Mrs. Shorty, Miss Shorty. What a great show. We had fun. She's great. She needs to come over here and visit us. Uh, oh. So the audit, right? the the people who are doing the who people who are in the committee, okay? They made such a fool of themselves. I want to I want to read this. I posted. I need to find it. Give me a second here. It, this is the craft fair. That's the standout. Oh. So that this is a lot to read, but I have to. Let me share it. So there's an RFP, which is a request for proposal. It says we want to do an audit of the Canton Police Department, and it's gonna encompass paperwork. It's gonna encompass policies and procedures. We want you to look at all these different things. Okay, access. So that's what's out there for proposal. The company will go look at it and then give the town a quote or a bid, and the town will open the bids. Lowest bid wins. This company that got the request for proposal, the RFP, they looked at it and they had questions. So they watched, this is the company that's bidding on it. The company watched the audit meeting on cable and they wrote a response. You want an embarrassment? You want Canton to be embarrassed? I'm embarrassed for them. Check this out. Lawrence Smith, my letter, now a matter of public record, was crafted following extensive consultations with my team of subject matter experts, most of whom were recruited from outside New England due to their specialized expertise. The team comprises individuals who have attended the FBI National Academy, hold FBI leader certifications, possessed advanced degrees, and are published authors in their respective fields. Our team includes retired police chiefs, a lawyer, a college professor in criminal justice, and the director of a statewide evidence lab program. Most importantly, each team member brings the experience, integrity, and capacity necessary to undertake a project of this magnitude and complexity. During our meeting, concerns were immediately raised regarding the clarity and the intent of the RFP. One team member questioned whether the document reflected a genuine commitment to a legitimate operational audit. Our team has extensive experience with the RFP process. We have reviewed, responded to, and authored numerous RFPs. Yet the RFP was unlike any we had encountered. It was alarmingly vague, lacking defined goals and measurable outcomes. After a meticulous 90-minute review of the RFP, the decision to not proceed was unanimous among the 9 experts. My decision to write the letter was rooted in a deep commitment to transparency and accountability. We believe the citizens of Canton deserve to know that, in its current state, this RFP is a disservice to all stakeholders. Without clearly defined objectives, the proposed audit will fail to deliver the meaningful insights that taxpayers rightfully expect, risking the waste of $200,000 on an ineffective process. Our concerns were further validated after observing IAC meeting designed to address vendor inquiries. The meeting revealed a lack of leadership, professionalism, and strategic direction, reinforcing our decision to withdraw. The disorganized nature of the process was evident. In our view, likely discouraged other reputable firms from participating. The experts I assembled for this project consist of some of the most respected experts in the field, and our 9-0 unanimous decision speaks to the severity of the issues we identified. We remain committed to delivering high quality, impactful audits. However, we cannot support a process that, in our professional judgment, fails to serve the community's best interests. We believe that our decision not to engage speaks volumes about the shortcomings of this RFP and underscores the need for greater clarity, purpose, and accountability in such critical undertakings. So, think about that. You have the audit people who do this for a living telling the people we ain't even touching it. We're not going near it because you guys are all screwed up. And then when you look at the people who are on the actual committee, are they representative of the community that voted 903 to 800? I don't see it. Is that how they work? Is that what is their job? What to clarify the RFP? Is that their job? What is their job on this committee? Nope. So today, we need to start looking and start maybe, I don't want to say interviewing, that's a bad word. Researching. Yeah. We're going to put some research feelers out there, Bob. And we're going to start looking at the members that make up the committee. I mean, I can sit down and write a thing about Kathleen right now. I know what she's done. I know how hard she works. I know her work ethic. I know her morals. I know her compass, her moral compass. She's good for Canton. So I know she's good. The guy next to her, he seems decent, smart guy. I mean, he's asking some of the right questions. Okay. Bob, that leaves you and the other two yums over there. So maybe we'll do that today. We'll just start looking around and seeing who's who, and let's see about that building committee that you're on, and Bob, and how much money that you're responsible for. And if you have a voting, a vote in any of that, you're on a steering committee for any, stuff like that, bud. And the doctor, the emergency room doctor, I think we should go find out where he works and maybe ask his boss or his customers if, a doctor that thinks unsterile things is all right. It's all right to use unsterile stuff. Don't bother washing your hands or putting gloves on, don't need it. You don't need anything sterile. I hope it's Brockton, because that's right up the street, my friend. All right. I mean, after all that, you got 903 people to come and vote yes. And now you're not gonna do what they told you to do or what they voted for? Who gave you that power? Speaking about, who did put them people on that committee, right? Let's find that out. You want to bet it was the chief of police related somehow, some way? Yeah, Helena, I know. You didn't do nothing. You just sidestepped it and you don't know nothing. We know that already, Miss Helena. It's all right. We're not going to hold you accountable. I mean, you can't even hold yourself accountable, You hit somebody and you didn't even come and tell anybody. Oops. Good job there, Helena. Accountability. How come we're auditing you anyway, Miss Rafferty? Why are you being audited? That's what, you know, uh, why is there a question? Why can't you just come out and say, here's all the information. You guys can look at it. We don't need an audit because it's all right here. Here you go. So we talked about Bob. All right, let me back up here. Deanna Corby, Bobby, and Paul Cristoforo. Thank them people. Right. Did the Star Drive, and that's all set. We did that with Miss Erica from there. She was wonderful. The audit, we just did the audit. Yeah. I just saw her on here. There's a note. Aussie Insider. Where are you? I see you. Where are you? All right. She's in the chat. I absolutely love what she does when she tears stuff apart and looks at it. Please keep doing that. You're just you're on the right track. If you all haven't, you got to go over there and subscribe to her. Aussie Insider. Awesome. I just, every time I see something new, I love it. I just go right to it. I love what you're doing out there. It's just so nice to put it on, and thank you very much. And it's again, right? Um you're in Australia, right? And we're in Massachusetts. How does Massachusetts, let alone the small little town of Canton, how's that go all the way around the world, right? And end up in Australia right in front of you? That's awesome. And like I was talking to Miss Shorty the other night, just how we all come together and we all end up here is just dynamite. I just can't. I get it. Yeah. I love that content. Yeah. Do I want to bring this up? So the Sandra Birchmore case. Do I have it here? I hate this. I have to post this stuff. We shouldn't be talking about this. I mean, really, we should. This is all, accidents happen. These are not accidents. There's no way. Let's go. You know what? Let's go to Twitter. You guys want to go to Twitter? I'm going to Twitter. Here we go. Hold on. Okay. All right. I read something. There's something I want to. Which one is it? Nope. Yeah, Canton teachers were paid less than the rest of the staff, and the Canton teachers were the ones that were doing like all the work. Hi, Charlie. I'm Lauren Mahan, president of Canton Educators Association. So the people that were working in town hall because of COVID, they got like extra pay by a lot. And the teachers who actually like did the work and, you know, worked around things and like you said, they turned their houses into a classroom, right? Their homes into a classroom. Uh, so they paid the teachers less, and the teachers did more. I don't see how that is good for the town, right? You want to take care of the school systems. Either way, I'm sure the teachers union gonna love that. There was something I read. Yeah, here we go. Let me share this. All right, this is a post on Sean's Twitter. It says all these examples, and there are, by the way, there are many, many examples of violence directed towards another person, and I have yet to hear any violence that's been directed towards him in any way. Have you? If you have, let me know, because I've only heard that Brian is the one violent towards other people. Okay, he's the aggressor, not the victim. This is nice. All these examples of Brian Albert's violence, some even documented. His predilection towards violence, it's the easiest condemnation in the world, Mikey Cox. In a sick way, you were lucky to get the beatdown you got. John O'Keefe, not so much. I wonder if you got that extra head stomp that sadly could have taken your life. Who would they blame? I mean, we all know these poor inner city kids with the stripped down public defender. They be doing the big bitch in Cedar Junction, right? While you were the ultimate victim, Mikey, don't you think we know your role in inventing the Frankenstein Albert? You two, you two were in a position of authority when Brian Albert was playing stomp a subordinate, and then you stood idly by. Only you, sir, can now stop the bleeding. We have nothing but time and an abundance of malfeasance, and the taxpayers need to hear about it. One thing to ponder. All you other mofos who covered for Albert, every last one of you, and you know who you are, have John O'Keefe's blood on your hands. He could have been stopped decades ago, but you all looked the other way. Man, why why is it always Brian being actively violent towards people versus like, he got see someone jumped him or there were 5 people that jumped on top of him. Why don't we hear that, right? Uh, I don't hear that. Um yeah. There's more too. What else was it? Yeah. Following John O'Keefe's death, many media outlets reported that there was ring footage of the accident. In other words, it was caught on tape. I posted before that I fully expect the prosecution to present that evidence in the second trial. Now, with Lally being essentially rehomed, this makes more sense. Brennan is set to be the hero when his evidence comes out. Rumblings are that Lally is too humble and modest to want the hero's cape. It's all making sense, and Morrissey keeps playing chess while the LA hotshot is looking over his next starring role. I don't believe that. I don't. No, no. It doesn't. I don't know. I can't get there. I mean, it makes sense. I do understand the preface behind it. I don't. I don't think they want Brennan to be a hero. I think they just want out. I think they just want this over with. I mean, you know. All right. What else? What else? What else? Uh, get my list. I told you about Aiden Thursday, right? That's important. Yeah. So today, you guys got homework. Yeah, Boston PD, they haven't said a word. Good morning, Miss Carrie Ann. BPD hasn't said a word. State police, you know what? I wonder, let's check out, let's back to Twitter. Let's check and see if the state police have anything. See if they say anything on their Twitter. Really? Nothing. Nothing. That's just that he was one of them, and there's nothing on Twitter about him. So not right. They don't even mention him. I want to bring that up. You're absolutely right, Lisa. I couldn't believe it when I read it. "12 days, mind you. 12 days later. 12 days. 12. 12 days. Massachusetts State Police Academy suspends boxing program after recruit. Yeah. They're going to suspend training. Really? That's all you got. That's it. But it doesn't give us anything. You're just going to stop the boxing part of it. But yet we don't even there's no investigation. Why don't you cease the academy before? Because if there's an inherent problem with leadership, the next academy class is screwed. They're going to have to all get retrained. What about the ones that have already been through, right? Do they need remedial training? Like, if they were trained to beat somebody, then they're allowed to until they're trained not to. So, yeah, they got a problem on their hands and they're not making it any better. They're really not. And all they can do is just stop the boxing part of it. Man, yeah. Mm. What else? Yeah. All right. So, guys, this week, Thursday, we have Aiden. I'm gonna try and come on tomorrow morning because today we need to maybe try and find out about them 3 gentlemen that were at the table for the audit committee, right? There's got to be a way that we can petition to have him removed as a head of the meeting or something like that. But the 3 people who were idiots on that committee, we're going to find out who they are today. And then we're going to do some research. And then maybe tomorrow we're going to let everybody know who these 3 people are. Because there's no need for what they did. what they did and the way they treated Rita, sorry, not happening. Nope. The way they treated Kathleen, nope, nope. So until they both get a public apology, we're gonna start like just checking on you guys, making sure you guys are all right, because we don't want anything bad to happen to our brilliant and brightest. So we know Bob is the guy in the charge there. And the other two guys, we're going to find out their names. We're going to maybe find out what they do, find out where they work, and see how their intelligence benefits their job, benefits their community. Because if you have an ER doctor saying publicly that it's okay to put blood inside of a non-sterile container, yeah, that's a problem. I don't want ever to go to that doctor. Ever. And if you have an emergency room doctor who doesn't seem to think about an infection, maybe he shouldn't be an emergency room doctor. Maybe. But we're going to find out like what he does, cuz if he is a doctor legitimately, you know, and Brockton Hospital just reopened. Like they just reopened. So, yeah, they're public figures because they're on that committee. Bud. What else, guys? What else? The Abington police chief. You know, and this is something that gets me, right? Garino wasn't able to get any text messages. Remember that? 30 something thousand. Garino, he missed them. He just didn't get them. But the Abington police chief specifically makes comment about the text messages and how this is going to sink us and how it looks so bad. So what did he do? Because he knew and he didn't do anything about it. They retired him, but they're paying his contract for 3 more years while they're paying someone else to be chief. So there's 2 police chiefs in Abington getting paid the same amount of money. It's about money. So Abington police chief, town of Abington, the selectmen in Abington voted for that, to take the chief, let him retire, pay him, and now they're paying for a whole different chief. And of course, there'll be no who's responsible, right? Who's responsible for that? Is it the chief? Because the chief should have actually taken out charges and fired the cop and arrested the cop and prosecuted the cop. But they didn't. They didn't. Let's talk about that. If anybody has any information or any data, there he is. Good morning, Scott. Good to see you yesterday. If you guys have anything that you want to get to somebody, you can send it to me and I can try and use my contacts to get that information to whoever needs to get it. You got to send me an email, cputom@gmail. Talk to any of my mods here, Shelby, Amy, Kerry. I mean, talk to Scott. Scott knows how to get in touch with me. But yeah, if you have information you need to get to a certain person, get it to me. I can get it to them. There. How's that? Yeah. Yesterday was a good day. A good day for Karen yesterday. Um, yeah, and in the town, just think about this. You ready? Bob got paid COVID money, and the teachers didn't get paid COVID money. Isn't that just like horrific? Bob, that guy Bob. Yeah. Um, there's stuff I can't talk about. Yeah. So we're coming up on a year, right? Almost a year. It's September. Next thing you know, um, oh, good citizen. Yeah, I did that by accident. I'm sorry. What's the chat on that? That's what's happening. The chat on YouTube on CPU. We're not seeing it here. The man, 8,000 things going through my head all at the same time. Uh, Aiden Thursday. Research today on the two other guys next to Bob. You guys have homework. I need you guys all to, if you see Paul Cristoforo or Bob or Deanna, please, please, please thank them for scheduling and making sure that standout happened at the state house. It went off perfect, and the hard work that they put in, it showed. So I just want to make sure we all thank them, and that we're all, very grateful for the time that they put in to that standout at the state house. It was nice of them to do that. So that was important. Thursday's Aiden. Aiden is that's right. One more thing is very important. Thursday's Aiden. Now, don't give it away, Scott, but last time Aiden was in court, there was some information that he was trying to get out, but when he went in, they played that whole thing where, oh, I worked with you before, but I can be impartial. Oh yeah, I signed your paycheck, but I can be impartial. That whole thing back and forth. Remember that? So they both said, listen, we want somebody else. We don't. So that's what happened last time. This time coming up, I think we're gonna hear stuff, right? And I don't want to like ruin the surprise, but I think there'd be surprise. It'd be a big surprise to some people, and I definitely think if I think if that comes out Thursday at noon, if that comes out, it's going to be newsworthy to the point where it's big. It's big. So that's Thursday at 12. I'll be streaming it. That's in Dedham. You're more than welcome to come down. Anybody and everybody. It's Thursday that. Okay. And the last thing I really need to talk about, because this is really important. Okay. Listen, there's a scavenger hunt going to happen. Okay. Proceeds go to Karen Reed. I want to put up a team, and I want to go against a team from the Young Jerks. So you guys over at Young Jerks, get a team. And then Brian, big guy, get yourself a team over there. And Mazza, maybe you get yourself a team. But let's go. Let's do a scavenger hunt, creator to creator to creator, and get these teams going. There's a lady that's doing a lot of work on it and trying to get the word out about the scavenger hunt. Seems like a lot of fun. It seems like it's something that's good for all of us, and it's a fundraiser. Um, let's get channel versus channel and get the hype up there. Let's get the noise going. I know. I'm sorry about that. Yeah. So like I challenge the other creators. Put a team up. Let's go. Come on. We can do this. Right? Let's put a team together. Be fun. And I think we can even do virtual. I wonder how we could do that. If each person did stream, yeah, if they each one streamed live, you you'd be able to bring people along. Do you know what I mean? But then one person like Aussie, you could be on 4 different people's chat. So we got to figure out a way. There's got to be something, or maybe everyone goes to one. I don't know, but I challenge. Let's get this started from the basics here. I challenge the other creators to put a team up. Yeah, Carrie, something like that. Right, right. Yup. Yeah, you're getting it. So we got a little time. So let's get the word out there for for the scavenger hunt. We can make it happen. We can have a lot of fun. Um, anyone out there, you want to make a team? I please do. You know, if you send me an email, I'll put it aside so that when we all get together, we'll be able to get that information out. It was uh, that was yeah, no, I can't. So scavenger hunt. All right. You guys have any questions while I'm here? Oh, Shelby, not good. Yeah, Gail, it does. It really does. And let's get the other creators. Get them team. I'm sure we can maybe move the date. There's maybe some flexibility there. Um, we don't know yet, but let's just start. Get some commitments going here. I know Brian's a good sport. He's into this stuff and he's smart, so he'll probably get a team. Um, Aiden can get a team together, right? Trying just who else, right? Yeah. I mean, even Etsy and Boozy Betty can get a team, right? Everyone get a team. So, all right, everybody. Couple things, and again, trying to get members here and people to subscribe. Can you take a second before I'm not going to end the stream in a second, but before I do end the stream, can you just go and just check and make sure that you're subscribed to the channel? And while you're out there, hit the like button. And then I don't know if you can see it. I'm looking at StreamYard, but we should be open to getting members so we can do members only shows with Mike, flip ahead, stuff like that. So let me see if I can bring Shelby up on. Shelby, you want to come up?
Only for a minute, because I'm
Ooh,
trying to tell you, Ozzy's trying to get up here.
huh?
Ozzy,
Oh,
Ozzy internet is trying to get up here.
okay. Cool.
Do you want me to send her a link?
Yeah, absolutely.
All right, that's what I thought.
I mean, Yeah, I'm not going anywhere.
I
I told her.
sound like Bruce, and nobody wants to listen
Yeah,
to me.
you don't sound that good. I told her. I told her that whenever she's got time, we're here. No big deal. I'm not going anywhere. Um, you can't subscribe on the phone. Is that what it is? Let me see if I can look at YouTube real quick and see how it looks like. YouTube. Pause that. Yep. There she is. Well, good morning.
Good morning.
How are you?
It's actually evening here. I was about to
Yeah.
go, and then I seen your stream on. I thought, look, I can put aside an hour for Tommy. I've
Oh my
promised you.
goodness.
I've promised you so many times and never made it. So here I am.
Thank you. How's everything down there?
Well, it's Australia. it's down there. We're missing out on all the fun down here. Like we would love to be up there with you guys. It would be awesome to be up there with you guys.
So, how big is this Karen Reed thing getting bigger down there? Like, are more people opening their eyes to see it?
Well, I already had quite a few Australian subs before I got into the Karen Reed case. But I think it's like doubled with Australian subs now. So
Wow.
yeah, it's definitely spreading out there. It's getting around. And then of course Shorty did Melbourne Standout and created, more interest in, why are they wearing those t-shirts? And
Yeah.
so I'm sure a lot more people are looking it up and looking into it. So
Wow. So from where you're at, right?
yeah.
And like, how do you even process like what we're up against and what we're fighting?
Well, I
how
can
do
process
you see it? Because it's different. I know Australia's got different laws and different, things are a little different. There's quirks and stuff like that. But like, how do you see it as a whole with us up here?
I see you guys where we were 20 years ago, sleepwalking into losing our freedom. We've lost it. It's gone now. We're not getting it back. You know what I mean? But
Wow.
it was away at the start. So, but you're not sleepwalking into it, and so that's a good thing.
That's just sobering. That just hit me like a ton of bricks that you said that. Oh my God. Is it that bad, really? Like, because we're in it. We can't see it.
Right. Well, yeah, it is. Like in Australia, you're not allowed to protest. If you want to protest, you need to write to your local police station and ask them, and they generally just write back and say no. If you're part of an organization and you can afford to do third party insurance and all this expensive crap to have a gathering, then they might consider it. It depends on what your cause is. If you just somehow organically all end up on the street protesting, the media will come out and try to like stir things up so it looks like people are up to no good. Then the police will come and start beating on people, and then the media will film it and go, look, see, they're all violent.
Yeah.
So
Okay. Wow.
it's pretty bad here.
Well,
We
don't want that. That's not good.
Right. And the other thing to take into account is we never had a Bill of Rights. We don't have nothing. Our rights aren't enshrined in the Constitution. The Constitution is over this side of the world. It's just the laws that the government has to play by. And our Constitution has been stripped right back to simply this is how the voting rules work. That's it.
Wow. Wow. Okay. So, all right. So with what we're fighting, how are we doing? Like, you think we're doing like, are we on the right path to fight this fight?
Dude, you guys went from a little party outside the courthouse waving some signs around to worldwide recognition. How the hell do you think you're doing?
Yeah, well,
You
I
guys
didn't
are
see it
doing
that way.
right.
I'm just, I'm trying to see how we can do better, and I'm always trying to get more people, and like how can we get this in the sign truck? Where can we send it and stuff like that? It's just it's hard to see things when you're inside of the problem.
Yeah,
And they
it
just keep
is.
putting all this stuff up in front of us. I mean, we get the mob running the show now.
Yeah, exactly. Well, I see pretty much the same thing that we slept walked into. We didn't try to protest. We didn't try to down. We didn't try to do anything. We just didn't really, people treat voting here more like cows rolling up to get their feed and off they go again, because voting is compulsory here. You have no choice whether you're interested in politics or not. You have no choice. If you don't vote, you get, well, in federal elections you get fined. So
Wow.
it's
Okay, I
it's
never knew that.
yeah, so it's kind of like, people don't really pay attention. Most people don't pay attention to politics. They just roll up to the voting booth to get their names checked off. And the main thing is really drawing cartoons and dick pics and things on their voting papers.
Yeah, nice. Wow.
One year we had vote for Jon Snow. Everyone was right. The Game of Thrones movie.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, everyone
Wow.
was adding on their ballot paper Jon Snow with a box and ticking the box. I mean, we just got ridiculous
Ugh.
stuff. But that's
All
what
right.
happens when you force people to vote. Like, people vote because they're interested in politics and because they know what they're voting for and they know what the politics is about. When you force everyone to vote, then you just end up with, a bunch of cows rocking up to the trough for their little bit of molasses.
So what all right, what do you think um is our most effective thing that we're doing? Is it the standouts? Is it like the YouTubers doing, like, breaking down the story? Is it like, is there anything specific?
The most effective thing out of everything you guys are doing, Tommy, is you being there every day filming, because we wouldn't know what's going on minute by minute if it weren't for you out there filming it. So you have been the most effective thing out of everything. And I apologize if anybody takes offense to that, but truly,
Well, it
tuning into your live streams gives us the full effect of what's going on and on the ground, and whether there's any violence or whether the people are misbehaving, or do you know what I mean? We can judge it because you're out there in the thick of it. So
yeah, well, I try and show people, so like people like Sean or Mike or Brian, so like they have jobs, they have, like, they can see what's going on if they can't be there, and then what they get for it all puts it together for everybody. So I mean, everyone does their part, and it seems to work. So
it works great. So I
yeah.
had Rita on the day before yesterday to talk about, how you guys are portrayed in the media and what she sees happening on the ground. And so that was why I was like itching to get up here so that I could ask you the same thing, because you guys don't get a voice. Like, nobody comes up to you and says, who were you booing at? Or nobody asks you anything. They just make up their own assumptions and then they publish it as fact. And then you guys don't get a voice. And so I'd been focusing very heavily for the past week or so on trying to give you guys a voice and trying to find out, what was your perspective? You were there, you were in the thick of it. What did you see? How did you feel about it?
I don't, they talk about that, the violence, and I haven't. The only violence that I've seen is personal. Like, it's usually been against me, where it's been the emergency room doctor that hit me. It's been Grant, knocking me over, just stuff like that. Nothing like, there's no concerted violence. There's no angry chants. There's no booing. It's the exact opposite of that, to be
And
honest. It's open, it's loving, it's people. It's not, there's not one bad thing I can say about it other than how we're portrayed.
right. And I totally believe it. You know why? Because I've been watching your streams.
Oh yeah.
I
Like,
So,
how many times have you seen like people with sticks hit? You know,
no,
it doesn't, right?
right. So the day that people were booing, so I interviewed Scott McGuinness on the same topic. Were you there that day that people were booing, and then the media made it look like you were booing at the family?
Yes. Yep.
And
And Aiden specifically is like, no, 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 we're not doing that. And you know what? When you were there, um, it, what you can't see in that video is where everybody was in relation to, like, when we all saw Kyle. Like, Kyle's just a boo, right? You can boo Kyle. But when the parents came, right, nobody even started to boo, right? Somebody was
it was
saying something, and Aiden says, "Well, no, 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 we're not doing that." And everyone was like, "Yeah, you're right. We're not doing that." You know, did you hear anyone argue backwards to when Aiden said we weren't doing it? No, because
not
you
at
know,
all.
it,
I got the impression you were booing Carl do people on the
yes,
other side as the family walked past.
correct. We were booing Kyle because Kyle will make comments, snide comments to you, and you know, there's a reason they kicked him out. Put it that way.
Yeah,
Whereas John's parents, you know, they come, they leave, they come, they leave. The mother's a little animated, but
a little.
but again, we don't boo anybody. Even if we don't like them or we don't support them or we think they have a different opinion, that's not a booable thing. Like
Did you
Kyle
know
being a dick, that's booable.
exactly? Did you know who they were that specific day?
And it's funny because in the crowd, you can't see who's coming. You can only
Yeah,
see like 3 or 4 people in front of you because
yeah,
there's people. So you hear the booing, and then you see Kyle walking up the stairs, obviously, and then I don't think Aiden wanted the booing to continue, so he's like, no, 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 stop. And if you weren't within eye shot, you wouldn't know what was coming up next. Does that make sense?
absolutely. Because I'm
'Cause
only 5 foot nothing. I usually can only see the backs of people's heads in a crowd, so I
I,
get
I'm
it.
I'm like 5'3", 5'4" on a good day, so I feel your pain there. I totally get it, you know?
Absolutely.
So again, you can't see the whole entire picture, and if you were able to, it would all make sense, and you would see the respect that people showed Mrs. O'Keefe as she's flipping Aiden off, calling him a, you know, whatever. It was still we
Yeah.
still give her the respect, even though that's how her behavior is. So
Yeah.
none of that.
Yeah. Well, you and Scott and Rita have all pretty much said the same thing, that, they happened to be standing by when you were booing someone else. And just as Scott's saying, it's kind of like collateral damage because
True.
they happened to be standing by.
Yep. And
Mm,
you know, they talk about us booing Mrs. O'Keefe, right? They don't talk about every single person getting yelled at. Grant was accusing Karen of the most heinous stuff
I know.
every day. Every day it was something new. Did you go to Cancun last week, Karen? Or did you end up on the moon with Alan Jackson? I mean, the stupidest comments, and everyone let that go. No one had nope. But yet we want to boo Carl because Carl's a dick, and they're gonna make us out to be this, you know, bad group of people. It's so disingenuous. And again,
Absolutely.
they're the same people that said there's brink footage of the incident. Same people.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yep.
And also, just to point out, oh, it's already scrolled past. Hang on. Cop's daughter said, or maybe it wasn't Cop's daughter. I remember that day. I can't find it now. She made a very good point about not knowing who they were until afterwards, not knowing
And
who it was.
that's a whole nother thing, right? The crowd itself grew double. It almost doubled. Okay, overnight, it just got bigger, and then it got even bigger. So instead of having maybe 40 people,
Yeah.
oh, there's Mrs. O'Keefe, there's Mr. O'Keefe. There's Paul. You know who everybody is.
Yeah.
These people that showed up, the other supporters of Karen Reed. I
Yeah.
don't think they specifically knew who was who. They don't. They wouldn't have known who Mrs. O'Keefe was to even boo her. Like
Yeah.
physically, they wouldn't have known her look. So they don't talk about that also. And that's why Aiden actually said on the bullhorn, no, 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 we're not going to do that, because he was just giving us direction to the people that didn't know.
Yeah. Well,
So,
I appreciate you talking with me about that, and
oh,
if you don't
yeah,
mind, I would like to snip it and upload it.
please. Listen, anything I do, if you see me out there, you're more than happy to take it and do what you want with it. You get that green card.
Thanks. I was trying to get the conversation sort of happening in a wider sort of audience, not just ours.
Right.
So I called out to Emily D. Baker. She kind of made the assumption based on the 2020 footage that you guys had booed the family. So she kind of just jumped to that conclusion a little bit. I don't say she just accused you. She didn't. She just said,
No,
like,
you mentioned it. Yeah.
she mentioned
Um,
that
what was
this
the
is what
date?
they said and it's wrong, but there was nothing in there like, if that's what they're doing, then it's wrong. This was like the last show she did. It was like, that's what they're doing and it's wrong. So I actually reached out to her first on X, but she didn't reply, and then I did a follow-up video on my channel just to speak a little louder. Use your voice, as Rita would say.
Mm-hmm.
But she's been busy, so I haven't heard anything back yet. But what I was aiming to do was just get that conversation happening in a wider audience so that people can hear your voices.
Does anyone know the date that happened, that specific day? Because I'm sure I have video of it, and my videos probably got a different perspective altogether.
Right. So I've seen the footage. Actually, I don't know what footage I've seen. I've seen whoever's standing near Aiden that filmed him
It's
when he
probably
jumped.
it
It
may
was
have been me.
it was either you or Richie, wasn't it? Where he yelled out, don't boo, we're not doing that. That's the only footage that I've seen.
If anyone out there in chat knows when that happened, please let me know, and I will. I'll get the whole thing so that the media, they can take pieces, and shorten it down, lengthen it out. Yeah,
Mm, mm.
definitely,
If
definitely,
you can
definitely.
track it down, I will definitely throw it on my channel. If you can let me
Yeah.
know where it is, I'll go grab it. I'll grab, anyone's footage, anyone who's got photos or footage or anything to prove that the media is um what's the word?
Biased.
Biased.
Yeah,
Disingenuous was what I was looking for, but bias is just as good.
that
But
works.
yeah, yeah. I would like to be able to keep shining a light on that. I think it's important to let you guys have your voice and defend yourselves, because they're just accusations. Even what was said in court about them, various people saying they've been harassed. There's
Yeah,
no proof of that. That's just an allegation. There is no proof of it. If you want people to be arrested for it and stuff like that, then show us your proof. Show us what proof you've got. So Thursday, when Aiden goes to court, we'll start seeing whether they've got proof or not, won't we?
yes, yep.
Mm.
And I don't want to. I'm not the person to open the present. It's not my present to open, we'll say. But there may be a beautiful box with a bow on it and a name.
Oh,
Fingers
I'm
crossed.
excited.
If it's what what I think it is. It's big. It's newsworthy. It's big. It's
It's
big.
big.
It's big.
All right. I'll tune in on Thursday. So I'm going away for a road trip, and I was hoping to sleep Thursday, but it sounds like I'm not going to sleep Thursday because I
Eh,
want to see the court case. Is it televised?
I don't know because it's the essay of the
Yeah.
fake victim. So I don't know what part will be able to be spoken about, but I'm pretty sure when the day is done and Aiden's on them steps, there's going to be news to be said.
And you're going to be there, so I'll just
Oh
tune
yeah.
into.
Oh yeah.
I'll just tune into you like I always do.
Yep.
You're better than any of the bloody mainstream media or even the court televising stuff.
Wow.
You like
Thank
you
you.
get to the bottom of it.
Well,
So
I try just to keep you guys, as much as you guys know, without me giving anything. You guys all see what's happening. You all make up your own mind, then we talk about it.
yep.
So, all
No,
right.
you're doing a wonderful job, Tommy. So stick at it, and I will tune in to you on Thursday and say a quick hello if you're watching the chat or whatever.
Yep.
But yeah, I will absolutely snip this little bit tidbit today and upload that, and then whatever happens on Thursday, I'm definitely snipping some of that too.
Gonna
Just
be to be a big
heads up.
snip for Thursday.
Oh
But
yeah, Thursday's going to be interesting.
yes, it will. So listen, you
All
have a
right.
wonderful night. Get some rest, and thank you for coming on. I love hooking up. This is great. This is really
Yep.
nice.
And I'll do it again sometime. Like
Yeah,
I just been so
anytime,
busy.
anytime.
Cool. I'd like to have
Awesome.
you over on my channel as well. I've invited Aiden,
Yeah,
and I'd like to have you over there as well. So we'll get to that when I get back from my road trip.
let my mods, and they'll take care of it.
No worries.
Be
We'll
safe
talk. To you.
driving. Be safe.
I will. Thanks, Tommy. Bye.
Bye bye. Boy, man, the power of the internet. Isn't that just so awesome? Like somebody from Australia was just talking to us in Boston, and like we are blessed. We really are. All right, guys. It's 8:30. You all have a wonderful Monday. I'm not sure when's next. I'd like to come on tomorrow. But I have jury duty. Yeah. So maybe not tomorrow, but Wednesday. And we'll have some company by then. You guys rock. I love you all. Thank you all for this weekend. At Star Driving. The support for Karen was phenomenal. Thank you all. And if you guys have any questions, send me an email, cputom@gmail. I will absolutely be in Dedham Thursday live. I got you guys there. Please like, please subscribe. If you want to keep the channel going, if you want to support the channel, we have Venmo, we have Cash App. We also now are monetized. Pretty sure you can do super chats. Maybe I think you may be able to be a member. Yeah. Listen, it's nice to talk to all you guys. I love all you guys. You guys are great. So all that stuff. We're here. We're gonna do some work today. And you guys have a great day, and we'll be in touch real soon. Thank you all for being here.